Good afternoon. I am Dr. Michael Jones, professor from the Department of Kinesiology and Nutrition. On behalf of the faculty of the College of Applied Health Sciences, I welcome you to this evening's ceremony. As we begin to assure that everyone enjoys a meaningful event, would you please take a moment now to turn off or mute all cell phones, pagers, and other electronic devices that may detract from the enjoyment of all. Thank you. I am pleased to introduce Megan Nguyen, a graduating student who is earning a master's from our occupational therapy program. Megan will lead us in singing the Star-Spangled Banner. At this time, I ask that all rise during the song. The words can be found on the back cover of your program booklet.
twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we'd watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please be seated.
Good evening. My name is Bo Fernhall, and I'm proud to be the Dean of the College of Applied Health Sciences. On behalf of the Board of Trustees, the President of the University, the faculty, staff, and administration of the University of Illinois at Chicago, I'm pleased to welcome you to the commencement of the UIC College of Applied Health Sciences. Before I do anything else, I'd first like to recognize the members of the platform party. I ask these members to rise as I call your names, and for the audience to hold your applause until all have been introduced. Dr. Michael Emeritus, Chancellor of the University of Illinois at Chicago. Dr. Robert Barish, Vice Chancellor for Health Affairs. Dr. Nikos Varelas, Vice Provost for Undergraduate Affairs. Dr. Karen J. Colley, Dean, Graduate College. Mr. Stevie Hopkins, our keynote speaker. Mr. Gideon Ramirez, Chair of the AHS College Alumni Board. Ms. Valerie Prater, Silver Circle Faculty Award recipient. Ms. Madeline McPartland, who will give the student address. Dr. Demetra John, Associate Dean for Academic and Student Affairs. Ms. Cassie Breshak, President, the AHS Student Council. Dr. Philip Clifford, Associate Dean for Research. Dr. Anthony Fiola, Head, Department of Biomedical and Health Information Sciences. Dr. Tamar Heller, Head, Department of Disability and Human Development. Dr. Kelly Tappenden, Head, Department of Kinesiology and Nutrition. Dr. Yolanda Suarez-Balcazar, Head, Department of Occupational Therapy. And Dr. Ross Arena, Head, Department of Physical Therapy. This year marks the 39th year that Applied Health Sciences has been an independent college, even though some of our programs date as far back as 1918. I wasn't dean then. As a college composed of faculty and staff dedicated to the health and well-being of all people, our job is to educate you, indeed transform you, into the outstanding professionals you will become. Today's commencement ceremony marks the day of your transformation from student to graduate. You did it. You are now entering a world that needs you more than ever. And I know from personal experience and from what I've heard from faculty and staff, you are well prepared to make a difference in today's society. and that the future of our nation is in good hands. I wish each of you the best that life has to offer. Now, I would like to ask the class of 2018 to rise. Ladies and gentlemen, the class of 2018, and you can make more noise than that. Class of 2018, you know that you would not be here today if it were not for two special groups. First, faculty and staff of the college who taught and guided you. Would the faculty and staff please rise? Please give them a big round of applause. Now, class of 2018, please turn and face the audience. These are the people who were there with you all the way, your family, friends, and loved ones. Please be seated. I now have the distinct honor of introducing Michael Emeritus, Chancellor of the University of Illinois at Chicago. Chancellor Emeritus became the ninth Chancellor of the University of Illinois at Chicago in March 2015. During his tenure to date, UIC established clear priorities for the future, surpassed 30,000 students for the first time in our history, and began an ambitious new phase of construction of much-needed facilities. He has strengthened the university's relationship with the city of Chicago and engaged in an effort to bring greater national and international visibility to UIC. With a background in chemical engineering, Chancellor Emeritus holds degrees from Aristotle University of Thessaloniki and the University of Wisconsin-Madison. I guess we'll forgive him. Please welcome Chancellor Emeritus.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to UIC's Spring Commencement ceremonies. For those of you visiting us today, I know that this ceremony can be intimidating. We wear black robes. We appear to be very serious in our posture, in the way that we march down the middle. You don't know exactly what to expect, and you are quiet and reserved in your seats right now. Trust me, this is a celebration, so don't worry about being reserved tonight. This is your opportunity to show to our graduates how proud you are of them. It's your opportunity to clap, to shout, to scream, to make a lot of noise as you demonstrate your intense emotions. And you did fairly well with it, but I think you can do better, because our graduates want you to do this, and they deserve to feel this building vibrating as I say, congratulations, class of 2018. We are improving, but the night is young. Families, mothers, fathers, brothers, sisters, grandparents, spouses, partners, children, aunts, uncles, cousins, friends, whoever you are that you are here tonight, thank you. Thank you for raising your voices, thank you for being here today, and thank you for everything you have done to support our students. You know, graduates, I noticed when the dean asked you to show how much you appreciate your families, you were just waving. Now, put your hands together and show them how much you really appreciate what they have done. We're improving in this front. That's good. I also want to thank your professors and mentors, your advisors, the UIC staff, the ones who helped you climb over mountains of papers and walk across long valleys of lectures and exams when you couldn't even see the other side, and sometimes this was on purpose. A big thank you to them as well. They have done a wonderful job, and they have helped you being where you are tonight. And please make sure when you leave today to congratulate and thank at the same time the person that is sitting next to you, because we all know that you reached this day together with your classmates, your lab mates, your study groups, your resident halls groups, and all other students who helped you by working with you, keeping you awake before the exams and sometimes during the lectures, keeping our coffee shops in business. You're all here today together. Well done. I was in this same building over a month ago, welcoming over 3,000 prospective freshmen and family members, a part of the undergraduate class of 2022. And as I was trying to recruit them, I promised them two things. I promised them that if they join UIC, we will educate them to be excellent citizens, and we will also prepare them to be top-notch professionals. I can promise this because I'm confident that this is what you, the graduating class of 2018, has received during your academic journey here. What does it mean to be a top-notch professional in the knowledge-based economy of the 21st century? Does it simply mean knowing the facts? Well, if this is the case, are Siri and Alexa top-notch professionals? They can't even distinguish between real and alternative facts. I can't either, because when I was in school, we didn't have alternative facts. That's a more modern development. Of course they cannot. A contributor to the knowledge-based economy today knows more than just how to use Google. You know how to critically analyze and use information, and you understand what is relevant, applicable, and impactful on your professional decisions and on your overall career. You use this information to solve problems. And as important as knowledge is your appreciation and experience of working in teams, sometimes participating, sometimes leading the team, your understanding and appreciation of diverse perspectives, and you know that diverse perspectives always yield better solutions, and your understanding and appreciation of continuously learning. And finally, you cannot have lasting success without a strong ethical foundation. And through our professional ethics training, but also through the UIC Code of Conduct, we have reinforced the importance of core ethical principles. Producing and analyzing information, applying it to solve problems, working in teams, continuously learning, and building on a foundation of core values. I'm confident we have given you what you need to succeed professionally. I'm also confident that we have prepared you to be excellent citizens. And we do this because we have a strong self-interest. After all, democracies are only as good as their citizens are. This university and the faculty members that sit behind me, and they are among you tonight, have shown you by example what community engagement means and how you can be an active participant improving the lives of the people around you. We have offered you in practice every day a global perspective. Just look around you in this building tonight and you will see people from all over the world. You may even find somebody with a funny Greek accent in the group. We have taught you how to be inclusive and how to respect others, and we have taught you not to be afraid of other cultures and not to be stuck on labels. And finally, we have shown you, especially in the health sciences, how to be compassionate and help those who have fallen in hard times and need your support. Locally engaged, globally aware, inclusive and compassionate, and once again, building on a foundation of core ethical principles. I'm also confident that we have given you what you need to be excellent citizens. You're ready. You're ready to face the changes and the challenges of this century. You are ready to ride behind important causes and make your voices heard. You are ready to tear down walls and to build bridges. You are ready to be at the forefront and to define the future. After all, this is the legacy and the tradition of the UIC graduates, and now you're becoming part of this group. Congratulations, class of 2018, and Godspeed.
We are thrilled to have with us this afternoon our exciting, exceptional guest speaker, Mr. Stevie Hopkins. Stevie Hopkins is a serial entrepreneur who, after many ventures, finally found his life work in 3E love. Calling on his experiences in the financial industry, music business, and web startups, Stevie was able to turn his sister Annie's dream into a reality. He has worked tirelessly to spread the symbol across the globe. The experiences he has had traveling thousands of miles, meeting people all over the country, and speaking to groups telling his story has changed his life forever. Please join me in welcoming a truly remarkable person, Mr. Stevie Hopkins.
Hello, graduates. How are you doing tonight? Yeah. My name is Stevie Hopkins. I'm honored to be your commencement speaker tonight, but please bear with me. This is my very first commencement speech, and after days and days of YouTube research, I still have no idea what I'm doing. During my many rewrites of this speech, I often ask myself, why me? Was I the university's last choice? In fact, there's absolutely no way I would be here tonight if Dean Fernhall knew that I'm just a 34-year-old man-child who still lives with mom and dad and sells t-shirts for a living. But here I am. And before we get going, here are some commencement cliches that I learned on YouTube. Congratulations, class of 2018. You have completed another milestone in your life, and you are now taking a giant step into your future. You should be extremely proud of yourself for all of the awesomeness that you have achieved. You graduates are the future of our world. And you've got big, big, big plans. These plans could include going to grad school, getting a job, starting a business, starting a podcast, saying screw it, disappointing your parents and traveling all over the world for a few years. Or you could meet your life partner, move into a 2-bedroom condo, have children, have dog children, join the Tuesday night bowling league, and then years later, retire happily ever after. This all sounds amazing, but more important than these great plans that you have for yourself, you are going to leave your mark on this world, and you are going to change it forever. Even if it's just one Instagram story or vegan burger at a time. But let's get serious, because this is a big day for you. As this journey comes to an end, and you begin the next chapter of your life, you are going to start making some incredible plans for your future. You should absolutely reach for the stars. But I can tell you with 100% certainty, your plans are not going to work out as you expect them to. I promise you that. In fact, you are going to fail more times than you will succeed. But when your plans fail, it does not mean that you yourself are a failure. Everyone learns this fact of life eventually. So let me tell you the story of how I learned this fact of life. It was June 1983. My parents were in their early 30s. They were planning for 2 kids, 2 cats, and a life that you could only describe as the American dream. And then I rolled into this world. I was born with a rare neuromuscular disorder. I would never walk, and I'd require the help of others for the rest of my life. My little sister Annie, only 15 months younger than me, she was born with the same exact disability. Although our lives have been filled with many, many challenges, we did have an exciting childhood and youth with big, big plans of our own, just like you. For example, as a little kid, I really wanted to be a school bus driver. Annie and I even made our very own CB radios out of those red raisin boxes, and we would roll around the neighborhood saying to each other, 10-4, over and out. During middle school, I went through a short phase where I really believed that I was going to become a world-class surgeon and use robotic hands to save my patients. And then in high school, I went through another phase where I dreamed of going to Harvard and becoming a rich and greedy stockbroker. I also listened to a lot of Slipknot, and I drank a lot of Mountain Dew. Those were my dark days. Other big plans I had throughout my life include becoming an architect, becoming a journalist, becoming a web designer, becoming a professional hacker, maybe even a trance DJ, or even an insurance agent, just like my mom and dad. But the truth is, I never saw myself going to college, or getting a job, or starting a family, or really doing anything at all. Even though I had those big, big plans, I didn't believe in myself. I didn't believe in the plans. I was bullied all throughout school. I struggled with depression, and I suffered grief over the loss of my own physical disabilities as I got older, but also the loss of some of my very best friends. In addition to that, I always compared myself to my little sister Annie. Annie always wanted to go to college. She always knew that she was capable of so much more, and she always had big, big, big plans. She lived in the moment. She loved every second of it, and she didn't care what other people thought or said. And unlike me, she did not use her disability as an excuse. So, not to be outdone by my little sister, I did go to college after all. And then a year later, Annie shows up at the same dormitory at the same school. During those 4 years together, because I took an extra fifth year, I didn't want to leave, we got over our sibling rivalry, and we started seeing each other as not only siblings, but best friends. And then after we graduated in 2006, I went home, joined my family business, started a few businesses of my own, and Annie took a different path. She moved right here to University Village, and she joined the ranks of your very own AHS to get her graduate degrees in disability studies and community health. I would visit her almost every weekend at her apartment on Ashland and Taylor. We would pig out on Pompeii. We'd get a little bit tipsy at Hot Eyes. Love them tater tots. We had so much fun together, and we started making plans to create our own business, move in together, and change the world. And then, like many, many times before in my life, my plans changed. In 2009, January, Annie became sick. She was admitted to the hospital for what we thought was a very minor procedure. Throughout her stay, we listened to the new Katy Perry album, the new Kanye album. We joked with the nurses, we made fun of the doctors, and we ordered in our favorite foods. Even though we were in the hospital, we were having fun, and we were planning our future together. What we did not know was that the doctors made a mistake. They did the procedure wrong, and Annie was very, very ill. On January 20th, 2009, my sister Annie lost her life. On that day, I lost my future roommate, my business partner, my sister, and I lost my very, very best friend. All of my plans changed. My life changed. Nothing would ever be the same for me again. It was time for me to make changes in my life. Right then and there, I decided to start living like Annie lived, living life for the moment. I stopped making excuses, and I started chasing my dreams. With this newfound attitude, I started the business that her and I always talked about starting together. Our business grew extremely quickly, allowing me to travel and meet people all over the country. It has given me both personal and career opportunities that I have never ever expected. Even though I have found happiness and I have reached many of my personal milestone goals, that doesn't mean that my challenges have stopped. It also doesn't mean that I have stopped planning. Instead, I have a new life perspective. I know that we must make plans, but we must also be willing to fail. We need to think big and we need to take risks, but we also need to be willing to adapt. This is because life is short and it is very chaotic. Anything can happen or change in an instant. And in this limited time we have here, we need to fill our lives with the people and the activities that we enjoy and we love. It is from this enjoyment that we get the motivation, the momentum, and the energy to overcome our personal challenges and meet our personal goals. My advice to you graduates is to embrace yourself. Embrace who you are right now. Stop comparing yourself to others and making excuses. Ignore the plans that others have made for you and start making your own plans. Throughout life, keep educating yourself and educate those around you. Adapt your plans and your expectations based on what you have learned, both from your successes, but also your failures. Lastly, one more piece of advice. Leave here empowered by what you have accomplished and what you know in your heart that you will and can achieve. When you reach for the stars, be humble and be willing to receive those stars. You deserve a bright and beautiful life. If you follow this advice, there's a chance that you may find yourself on this stage, just like me one day, wondering, why the hell was I chosen to give this speech? Class of 2018, congratulations and love life, okay?
I told you he's remarkable. This point of the ceremony marks the official conferral of degrees from the University of Illinois on behalf of the Board of Trustees. Doctor of Philosophy candidates, would you please rise? Chancellor Emeritus, upon the recommendation of the faculty and by vote of the Senate, I have the honor to present these candidates for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy.
Upon these recommendations and by the authority of the Board of Trustees, I confer upon each of you the Doctor of Philosophy degree for which you have been presented and admit you to all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities of that degree. Congratulations.
Please be seated. Doctor of Occupational Therapy candidates, please rise. Chancellor Emeritus, upon the recommendation of the faculty and by vote of the Senate, I have the honor to present these candidates for the degree of Doctor of Occupational Therapy.
Upon these recommendations and by the authority of the Board of Trustees, I confer upon each of you the Doctor of Occupational Therapy degree for which you have been presented and admit you to all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities of that degree. Congratulations.
Please be seated. Doctor of Physical Therapy candidates, please rise. Chancellor Emeritus, upon the recommendation of the faculty and by vote of the Senate, I have the honor to present these candidates for the degree of Doctor of Physical Therapy.
Upon these recommendations and by the authority of the Board of Trustees, I confer upon each of you the Doctor of Physical Therapy degree for which you have been recommended and admit you to all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities of that degree. Congratulations.
Please be seated. Master of Science candidates, please rise. Chancellor Emeritus, upon the recommendation of the faculty and by vote of the Senate, I have the honor to present these candidates for the degree of Masters of Science.
Upon these recommendations and by the authority of the Board of Trustees, I confer upon each of you the Master of Science degree for which you have been recommended and admit you to all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities of that degree. Congratulations.
Please be seated. Bachelor of Science candidates, please rise. Chancellor Emeritus, upon the recommendation of the faculty and by vote of the Senate, I have the honor to present these candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science.
Upon these recommendations and by the authority of the Board of Trustees, I confer upon each one of you the Bachelors of Science degree for which you have been recommended and admit you to all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities of that degree. Congratulations.
Please be seated. Certificate candidates, please rise.
Congratulations to all of you.
I have the honor to present the Illinois Board of Higher Education certificate candidates. Congratulations. Please be seated. And now the moment you've been waiting for, the presentation of the degree recipients. Our department heads will now introduce their academic programs and their faculty marshals. We'll begin with Dr. Anthony Fiola of the Department of Biomedical and Health Information Sciences.
Welcome and congratulations. Be his class of 2018. I would now like to introduce our first faculty marshal, John Doherty, for the Master of Science in Biomedical Visualization.
Thank you, Dr. Fiola. It's my honor to introduce the graduates of the Master of Science in Biomedical Visualization, the 97th year in our program's history. Elizabeth Andreas, Manjun Chai, Kelly Lee Cloninger, Angela Gao, Fellow of the Health and Diversity Academy, Caitlin Greenhill, Nova Reiko Hayes, Suzanne Hayes, Stephen Hughes, Emily Keefe, Andrea Shung Kim. Pretty close. Liza Nipscher, Fellow of the Health and Diversity Academy. It's okay. Eleanor Millman, Fellow of the Health and Diversity Academy. Yes. Elizabeth Marie Moss. Stephanie Lynn O'Neill, Fellow of the Health and Diversity Academy. Patrick Thomas Price. Andrea Ellen Schmitz. Talia Lyric Weiss. Natalie Yoshioka, Fellow of the Health and Diversity Academy. Veronica Maria Zeckler. And Riley Jones. Now it is my pleasure to introduce the Faculty Marshal for the Graduate Program in Health Informatics, Dr. Miriam Isola.
It is my pleasure to present the graduate recipients for the Master of Science in Health Informatics. Yasser Taleb Abne. James Stewart Bowman. Nina Bronson. William Chang. Andrea Delois Coleman. Kimberly Janine Coleman. Joshua John Crotto. Christopher Cruz. Eitan Dalal. Darlene D. Dunn. Shulin Lee. Caitlin Ann Engelke. Dawn Elizabeth Futris. Sarah Jean Gunderson. Carol Richardson Harrington. Manish Mittal. Ana Corina Zanoletti Nunez. Komal D. Patel. Johanna Christine Wozni. And now I would like to present the recipients for the IBHE Postmaster's Certificate in Health Informatics. Shama K. Hegde. Michael Paul McCarville. And now I would like to introduce Karen Patina, Marshal for the Health Information Management Programs.
Good evening. It's my privilege to present the candidate for the IBHE Post-Baccalaureate Certificate in Health Information Management. L'Oreal Evans. And now I would like to present the candidates for the Bachelor of Science in Health Information Management, both campus and online. Naila Fatima Ahmed. Zira Ahmed. Aya Ali, magna cum laude. Ayat Ali, magna cum laude. Mariam Ali. Julie Ann Aspera, cum laude. Mukti Bulsara. Angelica De Los Reyes, Fellow of the Health and Diversity Academy. Leticia Fuentes, cum laude. Cindy Gavilanes. Hajra Goga. Anna Nicole Gorfin. Devon Jackson. Kasha Jalowick, summa cum laude. Parampreet Kaur. Iman Zia Khan, cum laude. Umar Muhammad Khan. Riam Salah Court. Agi Christina Lemoyne, summa cum laude. Andrew Anthony Lucera. Jorlene Mabule, cum laude. Christopher Mendiola. Matthew Mikulik, cum laude. James Michael Minogue. Khalid Mohammed. Elizabeth Molina, cum laude. Hafsa Mubashir, summa cum laude. Nermeen Musa. Afalake Halakanye, summa cum laude and Fellow of the Health and Diversity Academy. Ariel Palmer, cum laude. Harisa Afsif Patel. Nikita Patel, Fellow of the Health and Diversity Academy. Priya Patel, cum laude. Saira Patel, Fellow of the Health and Diversity Academy. Yasinia Reyes. Jumana Nader Abdal Salam. Eliana Santiago. Maha Sheikh, cum laude. Joanna Kim Son, cum laude. Avi Sonar. Shannon Bridget Sweeney, cum laude. Tin Tam Nguyen Tran. James Vong. Melissa Acevedo. And now I'd like to introduce Tamar Heller, Head of the Department of Disability and Human Development.
Welcome, class of DHD class of 2018. I would like to introduce Sarah Parker Harris as our marshal, and she's both in terms of the undergraduate program and the graduate programs.
Thank you, and good evening, everybody. It is my great pleasure to introduce the candidates for the Doctor of Philosophy in Disability Studies. Stephanie Bay. Her dissertation is titled Communicating Through Social Media, How Person with ALS Use the Internet to Maintain Social Connections. I'd like to introduce the next candidate, Lisa Mahaffey. Her dissertation is entitled Fostering Self-Determination as a Means to Recovery. I'd like to introduce Laura Van Penbroek. Her dissertation is entitled Rights to Accommodation in Healthcare, Self-Advocacy Experiences of People with Disabilities. And now I'd like to introduce the candidate for the Master of Science in Disability and Human Development, Laurie Pakoulis. Now I would like to introduce our Bachelors of Science in Disability and Human Development. Thank you. Reham Ali. Rachel Samantha Lynn Johnson. Jennifer Ann Ramos. And now I would like to introduce Dr. Kelly Tapperton, Department Head for the Department of Kinesiology and Nutrition.
Welcome to the graduates from Kinesiology and Nutrition. I would like to introduce our marshal, Dr. Jamila Fantuzzi, who will be introducing the graduates from Kinesiology and Nutrition in graduate programs.
Thank you. It is my pleasure to introduce the candidate for the doctoral degree in kinesiology and nutrition, Isabella Gouveia Marquez. Her thesis title is Bilatech, Technology and Exercise in Hispanic Community. I will now introduce the candidates for the Masters of Science in Kinesiology. Abby Brackling. Abigail Chung. Lauren Gremizzi. Jacqueline Guzman. Stephen H. Lee. Lindsay Ann Mayossi, Kelsey Ann Mix, Mackenzie Nicole Novak, Nicola Tade, and Ellen Claire Woodcock. And it is now my pleasure to introduce the recipients of the Master of Science in Human Nutrition, Amara Ayub, Lillian Mary Berman, Sofia Cienfuegos, Chia-Jun Lim, Ariana Ottman, Ranisha Diana Hamilton Preckwinkle, and Jamie Lynn Rizzi. And it is now my pleasure to introduce the Marshal for the undergraduate program in kinesiology, Dr. Craig Horswell.
Thank you. I will now introduce those receiving a Bachelor of Science in Kinesiology. Matt Murphy. Robin Tolentino. Hamad Ahmed. Danya Ali. Marisol Alvarez Leyva. Adrian Aquino. Janelle Reyes Arendia. Sherzad Arampur. Cassie Breshak. Michelle Beldila Bongaling. Adam Turwan. Jessica Cabrera. Adrian Cervantes. Sammy Nguyen. Jacqueline Cantorell. Ashwarya Chokaligam. Natalia Shithosis. Karen Sirwillis. Ryan Colin Connors. Magdalena Sherlonka. Desiree Devala. Jolene Del Rosario. Emily Derwin. Vivek Desai. Marina Easley. Misbah Faroki. Susanna Galarza. Juan Manuel Garcia, Jr. Edgar Emmanuel George Naneti. Stephanie Gomez. Susanna Gutierrez. Abel Guzman. Hadel Musa Humad. Patrick Hamera. Sarah Hassan. Abdulrahman Este. Joshua Gell. Katarzyna Kaczmarczyk. Did I get it? Suhara Khan. Logan Killen. Iga Kashikaichvich. Good enough? John Eric M. Latoya. Felix Lazaro. Barbara Lean. Daria Lending. Erwin Leon Cervantes. Carolyn Rodriguez Limbo. Henry Lynn. Kara Mellon Liu. Jamie J. Lopez. Michael Tating Manicus. Nikita Patel. Madeline McPartland. Alex Matthew. Diana Meza. Alyssa Ann Mendocino. Diego Miranda. Adele Mora. Marilee Mercio. Laura Elizabeth Murphy. Abraham Marua Kick. Jessica Marie Myers. Helena Nagagoshian. Roberto R. Nunez, Jr. Fabian Enrique Abano. Josephine Ogantaki. Jose Fernando Oliveras Arisco Aguilar. Salja Perdai. Adrian Paul G. Pagulian. Louis Paleotheodorus. Sung Park. Jarna Pistagia. Karina Perez. Melissa Pham. Madison Grace Pollard. Heidi Ramirez. Melina Ramirez. Jorge Antonio Rodriguez. Nicholas J. Salerno. Miguel Sandoval. Selena Uthia Schoen. Carolina Seek. Militza Semenovic. Justine Solis. Naomi Sapt. Claudia Gabriel Soda.
How are you doing today, Horseman?
Good, how you doing?
Thank you.
Adam Soto. Dalen Steed. Marzina Margozada Sipos. Hubert Salag. Luke Frederick DeCola. Maharshi Pankche Thakar. Rachel E. Thompson. Anthony Tran. Randy Vu Tran. Rick Hongwei Zhao. Charles Valdez. Kimberly Amber Walker. Kawan R. Ward. Diamond Sherry Webb. Tony Wong. Alexandra Vroha. Jason Ibarra. Hannah Shea Zimmer. Amina Zorba. Dominica Manco. Sid Shaw.
Bring it home, baby, bring it home.
And at this point, I will introduce Kirsten Strawn, Director of the Nutrition Program. She'll introduce the undergrads in nutrition who are graduating.
I am delighted to introduce the candidates for the Bachelor in Nutrition. Jeffrey Bernal. Haley Sikala. Daisy Ellen Cornell. Alejandra Diaz. Savaste Angeliki Virgas, cum laude. Nicole Stamatakos. I would now like to introduce Dr. Yolanda Suarez Balcazar, Department Head for the Department of Occupational Therapy.
Good evening. Congratulations, class of 2018. It is my honor to introduce the recipients of the Doctor of Occupational Therapy degree. Jennifer Westcott. Allison Furling. Alexa Rose Grive. Now it is my pleasure to introduce the Marshal of the Masters in Occupational Therapy, Dr. Elizabeth Peterson. We still have two more students. These are two students, graduates of the Doctor in Occupational Therapy, Elizabeth Hertler Robinson, Sarah Beth Robinson. Now it is my honor to introduce Dr. Elizabeth Peterson, the Marshal of the Masters in Occupational Therapy.
Good evening. It is my pleasure to introduce the degree recipients for the Master of Science in Occupational Therapy. Most of our graduates in the class of 2018 were unable to join us this evening because they're on field work, but we are very glad that these graduates are here to represent their class. Nicole Claire Schultz Barker. David Giraldo. Bianca Joseph. Naba Khan, Fellow of the Health and Diversity Academy. Megan Marie Wynn, Fellow of the Health and Diversity Academy. It is now my pleasure to introduce Dr. Ross Arena, Department Head for Physical Therapy.
Congratulations, all graduates from the Physical Therapy program in 2018. It is now my honor to introduce Dr. Gay Girolami, who is the Marshal for the Doctor of Physical Therapy program.
Thank you, Dr. Arena. It's my pleasure to introduce you to the 2018 class from the Doctor of Physical Therapy program. Anna Ruth Alexander. Ronald Dominic Altman. Ioannis Dimitrios Anastos. Kelsey Claire Baker. Anna Catherine Balling. Oliver Byrne. Nicola Berry. Rachel Lorene Bradley. Suzanne Patricia Broski. Samantha Caravet. Christopher Childers. Megan Chirby. Sarah Elizabeth Clevenger. Tommaso Colella. Ramiana David. It's a process. John Charles Denlinger. Tyler William Ford Dyke. Tazir Al Sayed. Sarah Lorraine Fayok. Mayumi Gosman. Caitlin Marie Graber. Valere A. Gerton. Megan K. Haas. Brian Robert Heimerdinger. Sarah Kathleen Hendley. Mark Allen Hermes. Jay Hong. Ernie Coe. Monica Laker. Brooke Nicole Leach. Garrick Lim. Justina Elizabeth Matthew. Courtney Diane Mers. Amina Noshain, sorry. Ava Antoinette Netterson. Oh, thank you. You're easy. Alexander David Nelson. Lindsay Rose Okrent. Lindsay Ann Onicio. Benjamin Ross Papke. Patrick John Printy. Rachel Elizabeth Richard. Sarah Lynn Rolane. Sarah Emily Sabadosa. Jeremy David Shoup. Jake Patrick Sievers. Adam Seawick. Emily Jo Snyder. Gino Tobar. Taylor Megan Trapp. Brittany Marie Washko. Alyssa Lynn Weber. Andrew Yoon. Morgan Lindsay Zaranek. Tyler Matthew Zekin. Christopher Carmen Zulo. It's my pleasure to introduce Dr. Alexander Arum, Program Director for the graduate programs in Rehabilitation Sciences.
Thank you, Dr. Girolami. It's my pleasure to introduce graduates from the Doctor of Philosophy program in Rehabilitation Sciences. Anna Lee, dissertation, Aging and Fall Risk, Treadmill-Based Perturbation Training, advisor, Dr. Tanvi Bhatt. Savita Subramaniam, dissertation, a virtual reality-based dance training program to improve physical function among community-dwelling healthy older adults and chronic stroke survivors. Advisor, Dr. Tanvi Bhatt. Sang Ok Wee, dissertation, effect of aerobic exercise on cerebral blood flow and cognitive function in persons with Down syndrome. Advisors, Dean Bo Ferrell. Now, it's my pleasure to introduce graduates from the Master of Science program in Rehabilitation Sciences. Avani Gokhale, Nikita Goyal, Pooja Iyer, Hima Kotari, Ridi Panchal, Shivani Paralkar, Jenica Shah, Mohana Sowani, Pedram Ahmadinejad. Now, it's my pleasure to introduce Dr. Demetra John, the Marshal for the Bachelor degree in Rehabilitation Sciences.
Hello, it is indeed my honor to announce the names of the candidates for the Bachelor of Science in Rehabilitation Sciences. Fatima Ali. Crystal Arteaga. Anna Maria Baraglia. Denny Obasha. Kaya Burke. Megan Elizabeth Byrne. Taylor Marie Dickerson. Sorry about all the hugs. Litany Isabel Velasco Esquera. Dose Arani Varias. Kaylin Chanel Green. Christina Lynn Hofatter. Nadia Dominique House. Maria Lagoska. Genesis Murillo. Kelsey Taylor Nearing. Lizira Orellana. Corina Pepin. Yves Carlo Pinpin. Oscar Renato Quiros. Christina Rescala. Courtney Robinson. Dean Stoyanov. Congratulations. Emmy Nicole Yamamoto. Thank you.
How about we give one more round of applause for all the graduates? How's that, Chancellor Emeritus? I'm now pleased to introduce Mr. Gideon Ramirez for the Tassel Switch ceremony. Gideon has been a member of the Applied Health Science College Alumni Association since 2013. He earned his first degree, a Bachelor of Science in Health Information Management, from the College of Applied Health Sciences, and also earned a Master's of Business Administration from Texas A&M University. Gideon serves as an active member of the American and Illinois Health Information Management Association and currently holds a position as Clinical Assistant Professor in the Department of Biomedical and Health Information Sciences here at UIC. Please welcome Mr. Gideon Ramirez to the podium.
Good evening and congratulations, graduates. It is my honor to lead the undergraduate class in the venerable tradition that signals your transition from degree candidate to an alumnus of the University of Illinois at Chicago. Will the Bachelor of Sciences degree candidates please rise? Now, please move your mortarboard tassel from right to left. On behalf of the Alumni Board of the College of Applied Health Sciences, I am pleased to welcome you to our ranks. Congratulations to AHS Class of 2018.
Please be seated. We now move to the presentation of honors and awards. Many of our graduating students have been recognized this year by the university, their departments, or professional organizations for achievements in scholarship, leadership, and service. Students have been recognized at award ceremonies over the last several weeks, and we would like to acknowledge a few of these recipients today. It's my privilege to introduce Associate Dean for Academic and Student Affairs, Dr. Demeter John, who will recognize the Departmental Achievement Awards.
I am pleased to announce this year's recipients of the Achievement Award, which is given to only one student from each program and selected by the faculty. This is based on their overall academic performance and their potential for becoming an outstanding practitioner in their field, and those who have demonstrated leadership or provided service to the campus or their profession. These awardees were recognized at a special reception last week and were presented with a plaque in acknowledgement of their achievements. Graduates, when I call your names, please rise and remain standing. Audience, we ask that you hold your applause until all student names are read. From Biomedical Visualization, Kelly Cloninger. From Disability Studies, Alfia Batalova. From Disability and Human Development, Raham Ali. From Health Information Management, Ofolaki Olakanya. From Kinesiology, Movement Science, Rania Khatib. From Kinesiology, Exercise Science and Health Promotion, Hannah Zimmer. From Nutrition, the MS Coordinated Program, Madeline Intagliata. From Nutrition, the MS in the Traditional Program, Sofia Cienfuegas. From Nutrition, the BS in the Coordinated Program, Alberto Alvarez. From Nutrition, the BS in Nutrition Science Program, Nicolette Kesey. From Occupational Therapy, the OTD, Bridget Hahn. From Occupational Therapy, the MS, Ada Terman. From Physical Therapy, the DPT program, Samantha Caravet. From Physical Therapy, the MS program, Nikita Goyle. From Rehabilitation Sciences, the PhD, Savita Subramaniam. From Rehabilitation Sciences, Dean Stoyanov. Thank you all. Congratulations. Thank you. And you may be seated. At this point in time, as I said before, the programs are only allowed to choose one person for the Achievement Award, and I know it's difficult for really all the programs. The students here at UIC are overachievers, I think pretty much across the board, and they're also very, very humble. So we want to take an opportunity for all the rest of the students who've had any kind of leadership role, who've volunteered extensively in the community, who've developed a really big resume for their jobs. Would you all please stand so that we can celebrate your accomplishments as well? And don't be shy, just stand. I know it's most of you. Thank you. Thank you.
The Dean's Award is given to an outstanding graduating student who has been active in the community while maintaining a strong academic record. It's my favorite award to announce because it's a total surprise to the recipient. This year, I'm delighted to present the 2018 Dean's Award to Dean Stoyanov. Please join me at the podium. Dean is graduating today with a Bachelor of Science degree in Rehabilitation Sciences and a minor in Disability and Human Development. He's been an active member of the AHS community and a strong advocate for improving services and resources for students across the college. He currently serves as one of our outstanding co-presidents of the Rehabilitation Sciences pre-professional organization, connecting current students with professional development opportunities and collaborating with other pre-professional student organizations across the campus. In addition to his dedication to his education, Dean volunteers regularly with several organizations in the Chicagoland area, including the Great Lakes ADA Center, Micah House Youth Mentoring Program, and the Dare to Try Paratriathlon team. Dean, I'm proud to have you represent the College of Applied Health Sciences and award you the 2018 Dean's Award. I'd like to introduce another one of our outstanding student leaders, the AHS Student Council President, Cassie Breshak. Cassie is graduating from our Bachelor of Science program in Kinesiology and will be pursuing a master's degree in occupational therapy at Washington University this fall. Cassie, thank you for your dedicated service to the college and outstanding leadership. Cassie will now be presenting the teaching awards on behalf of the student body.
Hello, everyone. As Dean Fernhall mentioned, my name is Cassie Breshak. I'd like to begin by acknowledging the service of our Student Council officers and members present today. Would the AHS Student Council officers and members present today please stand? I'm excited to be here today to announce 2 faculty awards selected by the AHS student body. We would not be here today without the outstanding teachers and mentors we have had along the way. So we want to personally say thank you to all of the outstanding faculty in the UIC College of Applied Health Sciences. Thank you. Each year, the AHS Student Council presents an award to the recipients of the Excalibur Award for Teaching Excellence. This award is given to one faculty member from each department, chosen from nominations from the graduating students within that unit. The Excalibur Award is presented to teachers who are role models in their professions, who provide encouragement for learning in the classroom or clinical setting, who help guide students in the achievement of their goals, and who are supportive of the students' individual efforts. Faculty Excalibur Award recipients were recognized over the past 2 weeks in their classroom and department events, but we would like to take a moment to acknowledge these outstanding faculty here today. Faculty, please rise as I call your name. Audience, please hold your applause until all names have been called. From the Biomedical Visualization Program, Leah Lebowitz. From the Health Informatics Program, Jacob Krive. From the Health Information Management Program, Felicia Williams. From the Disability and Human Development Program, Alison Patsavas. From the Kinesiology Program, Michael Jones. From the Nutrition Program, Kirsten Strawn. From the Occupational Therapy Program, Gail Fisher. And from the Physical Therapy Program, Laura Thorpe. Great teachers are the heart of a great university. The University of Illinois at Chicago annually recognizes and honors its great teachers. Recipients of the Silver Circle Award for Teaching Excellence are selected by our students. With this award, the students of UIC honor those who have taught us with distinction. I am honored to present the Silver Circle Award to the following distinguished member of the faculty. The 2018 Silver Circle recipient for Applied Health Sciences is Valerie Prater. Professor Prater, will you please join us at the podium? No, you're already here. To her health information management students, Valerie is a dedicated and passionate teacher. In their nominations of her, her students wrote that Valerie is always encouraging us to learn. She goes above and beyond to give us meaningful feedback. She genuinely cares about her students and wants to see them be successful. She understands the outside pressures and that may be affecting our schoolwork and tries to help us find balance. Valerie is always welcoming and available when we visit her office and is there to give advice when we need her. Professor Prater, on behalf of your students, I am pleased to present you with the Silver Circle Award for Teaching Excellence.
I'm pleased to introduce Madeline McParland to deliver today's student address. Madeline is also graduating with a bachelor's degree in kinesiology. We're happy to report she will be returning to our college this fall as a Doctor of Physical Therapy student. According to her professors, Madeline demonstrates significant leadership ability and strong work ethic and continually puts forth her best effort in all that she does. She's an explorer and adventurer and has a passion for learning. Madeline is recognized as an emerging professional and true leader, and she exemplifies the very best of our college. All of these reasons makes her the perfect representative of the class of 2018. Graduates, please welcome one of your very own, Madeline McParland.
Thank you. At 211 degrees, water is hot. At 212 degrees, it boils. And with boiling water comes steam, and with steam you can power a train. Building up to 211, the hottest point, seems representative of all of our different journeys to get here today. Raise your hand if you ever felt like not only was the heat turned down on your pot of boiling water, but you were completely off the burner. My times of feeling like I was nowhere near a stove typically occurred on weeks 5, 10, and 15 of the semester. I almost always had an exam in every single class on those weeks, and it was like 3 finals weeks in one semester with a real finals week at the end of it all. One particular midterms week was approaching, and I made a promise to myself that I would not get knocked off my burner this time. I clocked in a lot of hours at the lib, studying for my 4 exams, 2 lab reports, and 1 research paper that was due. For 3 days straight, I analyzed the ins and outs of that paper, and I knew every single detail. I typed up the most beautiful analysis to date, and I was finally going to be the kid in class that can ask questions before the assignments even due. I was ready to check it off my list and move on to studying when I was texting my friend about it, and I realized we were talking about 2 completely different topics. I analyzed the wrong paper. I analyzed the practice paper that was uploaded for us to practice the real assignment. Now, I hardly had time to do the real assignment, let alone practice doing the real assignment. Once I realized what I had done, I was ready to give up on the week. I did not want to keep going. I was ready to throw in the towel, unmotivated, overtired, overworked, ready to quit. And that's not the first time I felt like that in college, and I know it will not be the last time I feel like that in life. But the only thing that kept me on track was the dream of getting to this very ceremony today. Now, we did not get here on our own. It took a lot of help from a lot of different people to keep our flames burning. Thank you to Dean Fernhall, Vice Chancellor Barish, Vice Provost Varelis, and Dean Connolly. Thank you to Chancellor Amaritas. At every event I've met you at, your passion to actually change and better this school is inspiring. Thank you to our professors and our advisors that helped raise our pot a few degrees. Thank you to our families, moms, dads, brothers, sisters, aunts, uncles, cousins, grandparents, and our friends that fielded those emergency phone calls and kept us on the burner. Thank you for your unconditional support, and most importantly, for sitting through your final obligation today. Without you all, we would still be at room temperature. Though we are graduating, let's not leave UIC today. Some of us may not have met yet. Some of us are moving on to grad school. Some of us entering the workforce, and some are still unsure. But let's have our newly earned titles as UIC alumni be our unifying factor in the real world. This applies to everyone. Parents, professors, friends, students. Networking is key. Let's all help keep each other on our burners and be that flame for someone else. Classmates, this morning we are just at 211 degrees, but this final degree puts us at 212. One extra degree makes a difference. Make this degree make a difference. Congratulations to the class of 2018. We earned it.
We're almost done. Thank you, family members and friends, for sharing this special day with our graduates in our college. I'd also like to thank the Asbury Brass Quintet for providing our music today under the direction of Charles Schuchat. I also want to thank our distinguished guest speakers, the UIC administrators here today, the pavilion staff, and of course my college staff for their assistance and participation in this event. I also want to give a very special thanks to the AHS Commencement Committee and to Elaine Nicholas, who today served as the coordinator, as she does every year, for our college commencement and making it a fantastic event. Thank you all for coming to the commencement of the best College of Applied Health Sciences in the country. I have two announcements before we end. Please remain seated until the recessional is completed. And after that, I hope you'll join me in a college reception in the Student Services building across the street. Staff will be outside to direct you to the reception. Guests can meet their graduates at the reception, and no graduates may remain in this building. Banner carriers, please come forward and retrieve the banners. And finally, best wishes to all of our graduates, and enjoy the remainder of this day. Congratulations.
Thank you.